guys, I look like shit. I'm not gonna say I feel like shit, but I kind of do. It's just my throat. It doesn't hurt. It just feels like there's something in it. And Bella's just looking at me like, wow. Is that you? Yeah. I took cough syrup last night and it really helped. Also knocked me the hell out. But like my tonsil doesn't hurt, my throat doesn't hurt. It's just this weird cough and it's just like right here. So I don't know. Other than that, I feel okay. I had a really good night's sleep. I had a rough night yesterday after I ended the vlog. Yeah, I had a little bit of a rough time last night, but right now I'd rather not get into it until further details. I hope you guys can understand that. Let's go. What? Pose. Yeah, you're posing for the camera. Yeah. Yeah. Kayla's gonna be coming over soon. Cause yesterday we recorded our first podcast, so now we just have to figure out how to put it up and do stuff with that. And yeah, Omar's back at work, and pretty much, I don't know if I mentioned this. Ooh, sorry guys. Alright, let me change the angle because the lighting is better. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys yesterday. I don't think I did because I was really pissed off about it. But as you know from, I believe I mentioned that. I remember mentioning that in Vlogmas day 1 about our couch cushion being ripped, so that I had to call the brick, because we have warranty on our couch, so that they would, you know, come check it out and then, you know, repair it. So yesterday our couch broke. We have a sectional, and one end of our sectional literally broke. Omar sat down and literally like, what the hell was that? I'm like, are you kidding? Did the couch just break? Mind you, not bragging, but this is like a $3,000 couch. For $3,000, I would expect like really sturdy quality. There we go. Sorry, she's playing with her toy. I would expect really sturdy quality. And so I'm just like, anyways, that's beside the point. I'm not even worried because we have 5-year warranty, so anything that happens to the couch, they fix. So I wasn't even just stressing like, oh my god, the couch is broken, now what are we gonna do, whatnot, like that. I didn't even, that's not even that's not even what my throat is really dry. That's not even what like came to my mind. My mind is like, okay, let me just call the brick. So, because Omar flipped the couch over, and we literally could see this piece of wood, like it's like this big and this wide, and literally just, so I'm just like, okay, I'm calling them, they're gonna replace it, fix it, whatever. So usually if you have ever bought anything from the brick and you would have to get it repaired or whatever, when you buy it, they give you this form that they have customer service 7 days a week, whatever, that's the number you call. Excuse me. So I called, and usually, because I've called before, because before this we had a different couch, and that, let's not even get into that. Anyways, So you usually call, someone picks up, you tell them what the demo is. So you're like, oh, this or this is broken on my couch. So they're like, okay, so they have to send someone out first to check it out, to get the evidence. They take pictures, they write down their jot notes, and they report back to the repairing company that deals with it, which is, you know, fine. And usually you call, you're like, okay, just give me a sec, let me pull up the file, they ask you what part is it on and what's wrong with it. So, you know, I said it's the sitting downwards, it's the right side, right end of the sectional, and the wood broke. Like, simple, right? So usually they're like, okay, they pull up the file and they're like, okay, hold on, let's book an appointment, because you have to be home. So I'm like, okay, so it takes like a minute or so that they could pull it up. And then they're like, okay, so the next available they have, and they list the days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, let's say, okay? I'm like, okay, let's do the earliest date, because that's what I usually do since I'm home. So, okay, they're like, okay, and then they tell you how they will come between 8 and 4, but in the morning, the guy will give you a call to give you a 3-hour time period gap, so that, you know, you would know closer to. And I'm like, okay, which I already know, because I just booked an appointment, right, for the couch on Monday. No, yes, it was Monday last week when Vlogmas started, December 1st. And that's how smooth it went. That's it. The guy came, called in the morning. So yesterday I called, right, and the girl, I'm not kidding, the girl had absolutely no clue what she was doing. I called and she's like, okay, let me place you on hold so I can let me just give you the number so you can just, you know, call them directly. And I'm like, okay. Mind you, I've called multiple times before, and I'm like, no one has ever bricked themselves. The number that they gave me prior is the number I always call. Puts me on hold for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it transfers me to some type of voicemail, I'm guessing because I was on hold for so long. So then I call back, and I'm like, yeah, I got put on hold, and then, like, no one picked me up. I got transferred to a voicemail. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know how to get back to the call. What? Yeah, what, right? And then so I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, so can I just book the appointment? And then she's like, okay. She's like, I will have to call you back to book the appointment. I'm like, I've never had to go through all this. Usually they're just like, okay. They're just, okay, give me a moment. I pull it up, and that's it. So she's like, okay, what number should I call you back? Because my dad's phone number is also on file. I'm like, and then I gave her my number. And then she's like, okay. And then so, like, I think an hour or two passes. I think 2 hours passes. Still nothing. So I call her back. And I'm like, hi, I was supposed to receive a call back to book an inspection date for my broken couch. And she's like, oh, yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, and she says something. I don't remember what she said. Are you a frog? Whatever, but she never called me back. Anyways, so she's like, yeah, so what was the problem? And I'm like, my couch broke. Like, I was like getting frustrated. So she's like, okay, could you please hold on? And I'm like, okay. So I'm on hold for like a good 5 minutes. And then she comes back, she's like, yes, hi? I'm like, hi? She's like, yes? Like, I'm supposed to say, I'm like, I was waiting for you to tell me when I can book my appointment. She's like, oh, you're the one with the couch repair, the broken couch, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, well, she's like, oh, wasn't there a guy there today because of something else? I'm like, oh, well, thanks for your talk. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this happened after. She's like, oh, okay. And then so she's like, how, for some reason the system wasn't working or something like that. like pulling up my file or like to book the appointment. So she's like, oh, can I call you back? I'm like, okay. So, and I told her again what number to call me back at. So then, oh, thanks for the other sock too. So then I get a phone call from the brick and she goes, hi. And I'm like, hi. And she's like, how, because she's saying how before when I called back, she's like how they can't book the appointment because it was like close to 6 o'clock, and how they apparently they won't hear back from the company to know when they have openings or whatever. I'm like, okay. So she called me back. She's like, I just want to know what side is it? I'm like, it's the right side while sitting down. She goes, oh, so it's the same one that you had the problem with the one that the guy came to look at today. I'm like, no, that's the left side. She goes, oh, because on here it says the right side. And I'm just like, no, standing up is the left side, sitting down is the right side, vice versa for the other side. And it is the corner end of the sectional. It's like, okay. She goes, and what's wrong with it? I'm like, I'm like I said before, like I told you earlier, it's broken. The wood snapped, I broke in half. And she's like, okay. She's like, okay. And I'm just like, I'm like getting frustrated up in this point. And she's like, and I'm like, and she's like, oh, and the guy who was there earlier didn't see it. I'm like I said before, it happened after he left. And she's like, okay. She's like, okay, I'll give you a call back tomorrow to book the appointment. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, and I hung up the phone and I was so furious, and I'm gonna see if she calls me, but if not, I'm gonna call her, because this is honestly the most ridiculous, like the back and forth calls is ridiculous. But wait for it though. I'm like, why does it even matter? Like, you write down notes of, okay, what side is it? But even if I say the wrong side, it doesn't matter, because the guy who comes here to check out the sofa writes down exactly what side it is regardless. So even if it's wrong, the guy who comes sees it. It's not like he comes into your house and goes directly to where the problem is. He goes, okay, so what's the problem? And you show him where the problem is. So he writes it down if he wants it the left side or the right side, vice versa, sitting up, standing down. Like, anyway, so I was already pissed. Now, on top of that, my dad gives me a call. Now I'm like, okay, my dad gives me a call. Not weird at all. And he goes, did the brick call you? And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't tell him anything about the couch being broken. He knew about the rib thing. He goes, weren't they supposed to come today? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, a lady called me, and she's like, how you want to make a complaint. When was I gonna make a complaint? I just want someone to come look at my broken couch. Where was the complaint? Now I'm complaining, because this is literally like, I can do it. By this point in time, I think I can even book my own appointment. And so I told my dad what was going on, and he's literally, I told him, no, the couch broke. And so I'm trying to book an appointment, but this girl is making it literally impossible to book an appointment. Okay, I paid for 5-year extra warranty, okay? But I did not pay for the hassle of being served by some stupid bitch, okay? Can I have this? Can I have it? I don't want you to poke your eye out with it. Thank you. Here, play with that. So I'm just like, I'm so like frustrated. And so I'm just like, this is ridiculous, because I specifically told her to call my number. But is she so dumbass stupid? Like, I had to repeat myself, like, no kid, like, at least 5 times to her. Every time she called, I think that's Kayla. Ow! 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 Hello. I'm ranting about what happened with the brick yesterday.
Oh, I wanted to punch that woman in her face.
Anyways, so literally, I have no idea what's gonna happen today. But I will keep you guys updated because I was honestly so frustrated because it should not be this hard to just book an appointment for a repair. And I don't know what complaint she's talking about. So I'm just irritated. Anyways, I'll let you guys know because I know I just went on a 15-minute rant, but you know, it's alright. There's stupid people in the world. Just gotta live with it, right? Right? You wanna come up? Okay, come. Yeah. You're such a big girl. Yeah, you're such a big girl. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. You want to have your own channel one day? Yeah. I love you. Oh, she loves me too.
What?
Go to bed.
Are you taking a nap with Auntie?
Oh, wow. 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 Can I have a hug? 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 She's gonna diss me like that though? She's gonna diss me like that? Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? I got dissed like that. Wow.
She just laughed. She just...
Is it tuna time? Is it tuna time? Is it tuna time? Yeah, it's tuna time. Yeah? Oh, he's psycho for tuna. Tuna time. Tuna time? Yeah? Tuna time? It's tuna time? Let's get you some tuna. Luna. Aren't they so cute? Like, she's just chilling like a villain, sleeping. He's so adorable. Omar's over here playing games. Yeah, I haven't seen you all day yet. So this is what he does. He's on his thingy talking to his friends. Playing, what are you playing? Destiny. And he's also playing a game on his phone. Like, is he addicted or is he addicted? Games. I'm playing more than one at once. And I'm editing. Hi guys. So I know I didn't end up ending last night's vlog, and it's because I'm getting sicker, but it's really weird because I have this cough. Like, there's no mucus or anything. It's like a dry cough. And then I have a fever. I also look like shit right now. Mind you, I just woke up, but I just last night, that's when I started getting the fever, and I even fell asleep on the couch for like an hour while Omar was playing games and stuff. But yeah, it's just when I get a fever, I don't know if it's everyone else, but like when I get a fever, it's just like my body feels heavy, So when like I get up, like I feel like I'm gonna collapse kind of thing. Like I feel like I don't have energy to hold myself up. My coughs are always worse in the morning. Throughout the day, like even yesterday, I didn't cough that much. But I feel like crap, and I have a slight fever, and it's just like I don't know what this is. Like there's no other symptoms at all. Like no sore throat, tonsils, absolutely nothing. Just this fever and this cough thing. So I didn't end up finishing the vlog today, because after I end this, I start vlogging for the next day. So forgive me if I don't talk a lot and it's just a bunch of clips with music over it, because I don't have that much energy. I'm trying to restore my energy because Bella's coming. For those of you who are wondering how come she comes over, and how often she comes over, she comes over depending on how her mom works or has school. So her mom works and goes to school, so her sister and I take turns taking care of Bella. When her sister works, then I get Bella, but if her sister doesn't work that day, then she takes Bella, just so that, you know, we can help her out when she goes to work and school and stuff, so that she has someone to watch her. But yeah, an update quickly before I end this out, on the brick. Horrible. So I finally got an appointment. A guy's gonna be coming out on Friday to check the sofa, which is good because Omar's gonna be home, so he can help him flip the sofa without him scratching my wall, because if he does, I will cuss him. I called because remember how I said to you guys how the girl was supposed to call me back? Well, she didn't, so I called. A guy answered and said that the supervisor wanted to talk to me about it or whatever, but she was in a meeting with the manager, and I said, okay, that's fine, I'll just hold. Didn't even talk to her. He kept coming back and asking me questions, and he was like, one, I told him I was talking, and then he put me on hold, and I'm like, can I speak to a manager? And he's like, oh, the manager's not available. I'm like, because I was talking and you put me on hold, and I found that very disrespectful. I was, oh, sorry. I'm like, Anyways, he kept asking me, he goes, oh, what's the problem with it? Why not? So I literally had to repeat everything. And then he goes, okay, so what's the problem with it? I'm like, it's broken. How many other definitions of broken do you want me to give you? It's broken. There's a wood that snapped. How many other definitions do you want me to give you? Like, honestly. He's like, okay. Like, it was just irritating. And then so they're like, okay, they'll call me back. I'm like, call me back for what? I'm like, I just need someone, because he was like, oh, well, did you take pictures and email it? I'm like, email what? I'm not supposed to be taking the picture. I need someone to come out here, they take the picture, write down a report, and send it off to whoever your repair company is, and then they discuss it on what to do with it. He's like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, why is this so difficult? I've called multiple times in the past. All they say is, hold on a second. They pull it up. They said, okay, when would you like, when is a good day for you? Like, I don't know why this is so difficult to get an appointment all of a sudden. He's like, because since they already came out for the couch cushion, they don't know if they need to make another one, like another like assessment type of thing. I'm here to him on the phone. I'm like, I swear, I'm like, I might as well just work there. And I told him, I go, you do. I go, the ripped couch cushion and a piece of broken wood are two separate things. They already came, they took pictures, they did a report on the ripped couch cushion. They didn't do that for the broken piece of wood. They're not gonna come when they're trying to fix this and make a report on that. I need someone to send someone out so that they can take a look at it, take pictures, do the damn report, send it back so we can get all this moving. It's like I'm telling him what he has to do because he don't know what he is doing. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then he's like, okay, we'll call you back. And then I'm like, okay. So I gave him my number. And then a girl calls me back. And she's like, okay, so when would you like to book the appointment? I'm like, what's the earliest they have? They're like, Friday. I'm like, okay, let's do Friday. But literally, like, the guy, I was on the phone with the guy for like 15 minutes. And it's just like, I wanted to strangle him. He was so annoying. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. It's like I was telling him what to do. And the fact that by the time that I called them, I was already feeling worse. My fever has already started. So I'm already like, I'm getting all this extra energy out on them. And it's just, Kayla was here and Kayla's like, honestly, I'm going to call these people and cuss them out. Like, he's asking me the same thing over and over and over again. And it was just so annoying because for the past 3 days that I've been trying to book this appointment, 2 days, my bad, 2 days. But it's been like 5 separate phone calls. It's like, I don't know why it's so difficult. It's like, if, for example, if let's say they were coming on Friday for the couch cushion, then I would be like, yeah, no, don't make a separate service call, just add it under the one that's coming since they haven't been here. But because they've already gone and left, you need to put in another one so that someone else can check out my goddamn broken sofa. So just talking about it makes me worked up on it. So yeah, but because I know I started yesterday's vlog ranting about that, so I just wanted to end it off and tell you guys what happened. But yeah, I'm hot. I'm like, oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna go try to relax a bit, but yeah. Let me know if you guys have any had any bad experiences with the brick, like especially like their customer service, because I never had like a good experience. Like I always had to complain and this and that, and it's just like I feel like at this point I know what they have to do better than they do. But anyways. So yeah, let me know if you've had any bad experiences with the brick, or is it just me and my luck? I don't know. But hopefully today's better. Hopefully I get better. Hopefully I figure out what is going on with me. And until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you guys. Bye.